Good morning, y'all. This is Gigi of Gigi's Green Goodness, and I am making some crispy roasted potatoes and cabbage this morning. So I want to show you all how to do that. In a bowl, I already have my potatoes and my cabbage, and what I'm going to do is you're going to boil them. I didn't even see, I just cut just a small cabbage. So I'm just going to put these 4 wedges in here. You see it's a very small cabbage. And then I'm also going to add these potatoes to boil. And you're just going to boil this stuff until it's tender. And if you notice, I have my oven on 365. Once I get through taking these potatoes out of this bowl and putting them in here so they can get tender, I'm going to oil the bowl that I had that stuff in, the potatoes and the cabbage in. And I'm going to place it in the oven. And here's the bowl. I've taken all the stuff out. So what you do after that is, and the potatoes, you see, everything's in here. The small cabbage that I had, and also the potatoes which I cut up. You're gonna let them boil until they turn tender, where you can stick a fork in it, not mushy like if you're making mashed potatoes. But anyway, place a little oil. This is canola oil I'm using. Place a little oil in your container, and what you're going to do is you're going to smear that oil around. Now you see if there's a lot of oil. It's probably, I guess, like 3 or 4 caps full of oil in here, because you're gonna have to cover those cabbages and those potatoes once they get done. And then what you do with this is you're gonna place this in the oven so it can be getting hot. That oil can be getting hot while your cabbage and your potatoes are roasting. So that's why I have the oven on, so the oil will get hot. And I will come back once I'm done to show. Okay, y'all, these are the seasoning I'm going to use once my potatoes and cabbage are done being tender, which they're still boiling now. I'm going to be using Mrs. Dash garlic and herb, lemon and pepper, and some thyme leaves. That's what this is. So that's what I have in this bowl, and that's what I'm going to sprinkle over the potatoes and cabbage once it's done. Once I get ready to put it in the oven. Okay, y'all, this is just cabbage and potatoes I'm putting now in the oil. You hear it, it's like it's flying because this grease is hot. I just took it out the oven also. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna put your cabbage wedges in the oil, and you're gonna cover them with that oil. And you're gonna do the same thing with your potatoes, and you're gonna add your seasoning to that. Okay, y'all, here's everything covered, the potatoes and the cabbage, but this container is too small. So I am putting everything in another pan, as you all see, because this glass bowl was too small, and you want everything to turn crispy, so you need to have it in a big enough container for this stuff to be able to breathe in the oven. So what we have here is the potatoes, and these little strips that you see, this is the cabbage. And I'm going to place this in the oven so that it can roast and be brown. And we're just placing it in the oven, probably like 30 minutes. May not be, maybe less than that. I just need it to brown and get crispy. And again, like I said, it's 365, so it shouldn't be 30 minutes. It should be like probably like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, y'all, and this is the end result of my crispy potato and cabbage. The cabbage didn't turn out real crispy, but the potatoes did. And I also have some in this bowl so you all can see it. And I added some. The cabbage is on the right-hand side, my right-hand side, and the potatoes are on the left. And if you see, everything is nice and crispy. And I chopped some, you think they were green onions, but it's red onion tips. The red onion tips is green. But anyway, that's how it turned out. And it looks beautiful to me. And I'm going to enjoy it. So I have cabbage here and the potatoes on this side. And this is how it came out in the pan. Even though it may not look pretty, it tastes wonderful. Thank you all for joining Gigi's Green Goodness. God bless. Bye-bye.